Hi, it's Savannah with Niche Pilates Studio. Welcome to day 7 of our 7-day Pilates challenge to celebrate Pride Month. So today is just gonna be a little restore, kind of stretch, light work. We're gonna start on our back today, so you can come on down. I have a green TheraBand with me for our stretching, and it'll be used as just some light resistance throughout our class today. Today's just gonna be 15 minutes of work, similar to all of our other days. We'll go ahead and lay on down on our back. You can find some gentle rocks and tick-tocks of those knees from side to side. And then come back through center. Our feet will start planted onto our mat about hips width apart. I'm gonna take my band, I'm gonna press it across my hips and press my palms down by my side so that that band is acting as a little bit of a resistance here. I'm gonna take my inhale, exhale, lift my hips straight up towards that ceiling, into the band, and then inhale, tap the tailbone down. Good, exhaling to lift, inhaling to lower. Just lightly warming up those glutes and hamstrings. We'll have just a little bit of a light burn, but nothing too crazy. We're just slowing things down for my full week. You earned some gentle movement on this day 7. If you stuck with us for the whole week, congrats for doing all 7 days. If you stopped by and just found this video, feel free to go watch the rest of our videos. We'll go 3 more. Last 2. On our next one, let's hold up, pause here. The tighter you grab up on that band, the more resistance you're gonna find. Let's lift our right heel up, lower that right heel. We'll go over towards that left side. Exhale, left heel lifts. Inhale to lower. Alternating heel lifts from one side to the other. 1 more to each side. We have 1 more layer coming. On our next one, hips stay lifted. Think of doing a little hip dip, but almost just think if these are my glutes, I'm just releasing one glute at a time, and then I re-engage. And then I go to that left side, release the glute, re-engage. So you wanna keep those knees fairly still. It's a really small movement here. Exhaling to squeeze. Inhaling to release. One more to each side. Last one. Roll all the way down. Hug our knees in towards our chest. Little rock from side to side. I'm gonna find 1 more tick-tock of my knees. And then I'm going to just grab onto my band into my hands. Think wrist over those shoulders. I'm gonna find a small active press out on that band and hold it. I'm gonna check in on my neutral spine and pelvis, so my tailbone's heavy, small gap between my back and that mat. We're just gonna take an upper ab curl here. Take an inhale, exhaling to peel up through head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale back down. Finding that active little pull apart on that band's just gonna help me keep my chest and collarbone nice and wide. So I'm really feeling this lift through the core rather than rounding through those shoulders and slowly tucking that chin into the chest, keeping that little bit of space between that chin and the chest. 3 more. Last 2. Last one. Rolling down. I'm gonna bring the bottom of my feet to the band. I'm gonna find my lift through head, neck, and shoulders, and then find my neutral. Right leg is gonna press out on my band, and then I draw it back in. Then my left leg's gonna work. Again, the more you choke up on that band, you're gonna get a little more resistance on that press out. Starting to warm up through those low abs this time. Option for both legs to extend and bend back in. Three more. Last two. Last one. Resting down. All right. We'll remove our band for a minute here. And then I'm gonna roll onto my right side body. I'm gonna let my right arm go long. I'm gonna rest my head on my bicep like it's a little pillow here. We're gonna find our side lying work. So I'm just gonna start, hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, legs are nice and long. Take my inhale, really start to feel that right oblique engage, almost like you're pulling it away from that mat. And then exhale to lift the left leg up, inhale down. Really feel that energy and length out to that left leg, pointing that toe. Just firing up through our outer glutes. Let's find three more. Last two. On my last one, I hold my lift, pause here. We're gonna find our sweeps here. This is when those hips really wanna start to rock. Option for your top hand to place onto that mat in front of us for a little more support. I sweep my left foot forward. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, pull back. You can still feel the burn with no props. Slow, controlled movements. Let's go three more. You can even bend your bottom leg if you need even more support. Last two. Next one, pull back, pause here. Little circles, like I'm tracing a little orange with my big toe. Let's go two more. Next one, switch directions. Woo. Think about knitting that ribcage in for three. Last two. Last one. Tap it out. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna work our inner thigh. So left foot is going to stamp in front of us here. Oh man, my outer glutes hurting. Last bit of work on this side. My bottom leg is going to lift up an inch, down an inch. Okay, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. You're gonna feel that right inner thigh working to lift the leg up. Let's go three more. Last two. On this last one, we're gonna hold up, pausing here. Small, even smaller pulse, up and down. Holding that lift, and then you lift up another inch, down an inch. Three. Last two. Last one. Rest down. I'm gonna flip right onto my back. I'm gonna find a little figure four here because I need to get out of that left glute a little bit. And then before we travel to the other side, I'm gonna grab for my band. I'm gonna hook it to the bottom of the feet again. I'm gonna use the band to help kind of lift me up here. So I'm gonna think about pressing my feet into the band, kind of using my arms to help me out here too, getting a little more tension on that band, pressing my feet into my band, tucking my chin into my chest and rolling up. Oh almost think like a little roll, like a ball here. That band's gonna support us. So we're gonna go again. Let's try to be nice and tall in those sits bones at the top. Feel those shoulder blades pulled together. Tuck the chin into the chest, rolling back. Pressing those feet into the band for that extra support. Growing nice and tall at the top. I took a seat on my band there on that one. Good, nice, we go again. Tuck that chin in towards the chest. Exhale to lift, balance on those sits bones. Almost feel that C curve motion, pulling that belly button in towards the spine. Now, if we don't have our band, we do the same thing with our hands onto our thighs here, tucking that chin in towards the chest, rolling up, nice and tall. Good, rounding through, stopping at the top of those shoulder blades, nice and tall at the top. You wanna control this motion. Feel those abs working to lift us up rather than just that momentum. I'll go back to the band. It's a little more fun with the band. Let's go 3 more. It should almost feel like a nice little massage through the spine. With that band, I feel like I can get a little more height on the way up, feeling those shoulder blades pulled together, a little activation through the back with that band. 2 more. Ooh, try to balance. Last one. And nice and tall. Butterfly at the top. All right, we have 1 more with our band on our feet. Then we're gonna go back to our side lying on our other side, and we'll finish with some band stretching. So my heels are gonna be planted. That band again is on the bottom of my feet. I roll down into my C curve and I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna start to find a row with that right arm, rolling that elbow past the ribcage, release. Then I go to the left side. Now, option to stay here or to add a little bit of rotation in with this, row and rotate. You can do this without our band as well. You would just do that same motion, except not holding onto that band. Row and rotate, release. Feeling those obliques working. Feeling my shoulder blade hugging in towards my spine as I pull back. One more to each side. Last one. Roll all the way up. Let those legs go long. Find a little hamstring stretch with that band. Forward fold. Great. I'm going to turn to face the camera and I'll go onto my left side body now. So I'm nice and long. I'm resting my head on my bicep like it's a little pillow here. I'm nice and long. I'm resting my head on my bicep like it's a little pillow here. Let's just start with our lifts and lowers. Take our inhale, exhaling to lift that right leg up, inhaling to lower. Feeling my left oblique engaging this time. Staying active through the front of my core as well to try to keep those hips nice and stable. If we're not feeling good with stability, just place our top hand on the mat. We go 3 more. 2, then we find our sweeps. On our next one, hold up, sweeping that foot forward. This one we can bend that bottom knee if we need more support. This side's a little more challenging for me right now. Give ourselves grace if that's the case. 3 more. Last 2. Last pull back, little circles. These are the real burner. Woo. 2 more. Switch directions on this next one. 3. Last 2. Last one. Tap it out. My right foot's gonna stand in front. Last sideline work, then we get to stretch. We lift that bottom leg up and down. You can always just plant the knee down too if that kind of full lift doesn't feel good. Even if you have a ball, it can feel more comfortable to place your ball under your knee. On the next one, hold up, small pulse, up, up, up. For 3, last 2, last 1. Roll onto our back, find our figure 4, find your band again nearby. Right ankle over the left thigh. And then go ahead and grab our band. We'll hook it to the right foot. Let our left leg go long. Find a nice little hamstring stretch here. You can point and flex through the foot. Roll through the ankle if that feels good. I'm gonna bend my left knee towards the left side. Right leg goes out to the right, inner thigh stretch. Left leg goes long, right leg goes up and over towards the left. Gaze can go over towards the right for a spinal twist and our IT band stretch. We can roll onto our left side. Let the band hook to the top of the foot. Find our quad stretch. Don't hit yourself in the face. Find our little quad stretch here. Kind of loop that band over the shoulder. And then carefully uncross. We'll go to our other side. Hamstring stretch, right leg goes long. Bend that right knee towards the right side, out to that left side, inner thigh stretch. Right leg goes long, left leg goes up and over. Gaze over towards the left. Roll all the way onto our right side here. Finding that last quad stretch. And cross. We'll finish onto our back. You can remove your band. We'll bring the soles of the feet together. We'll take 2 final breaths here, taking a deep inhale in through the nose, filling up the belly. Exhaling to let everything go. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale, releasing any tension through the face, through the body. Whenever you are ready, you are all done. Thank you for completing our challenge in honor of Pride Month. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a good one.